Namaste and welcome to another session of English. Today I am going to discuss some important rules of question tag. It's an important grammar item asked in board examination of SEE, and in higher classes also we practice question tag for communication. Let's start. What's a question tag? Question tag is a phrase that is put at the end of the statement for confirmation. Let me go through example. She is a singer. A very simple sentence. She is a singer statement, and a phrase is put there, isn't she, with a question mark. So isn't she is a question tag. Let's go through another example. My mother wasn't happy, and the question tag is was, and my mother pronoun is she. So let's notice, because it's asked in written examination, so let's understand this. This is she is a singer, isn't she, is a single person question tag. This means a single person is making a statement, and one is asking the question at the end for confirmation. Especially we use this type of situation if the speaker is not 100% sure about something. This is for confirmation. Now let's notice, she is a singer, comma is there, auxiliary verb of the statement is there, then N apostrophe T, and then pronoun. Now in the same way, through second example, my mother wasn't happy, comma is there, again same, helping verb repeated, same helping verb, auxiliary verb, not used there, and then my mother is written as she. So we can derive a general rule from these examples, that is question tag. In a question tag we repeat the same helping verb after putting a pause mark there in written form, comma, then shortened form, contracted form of notes, N apostrophe T, and pronoun, and then question mark. Now notice two things are there. She is a singer. We call this a statement. There is slight difference in statement and sentence. Statement, orally told something, speech, statement, and second part is question tag. So there is opposite relation there. She is a singer is a statement, is a affirmative positive without note. Isn't she is a negative question tag. So if the statement is positive, question tag is negative, and if you look at the second example, it's a vice versa. Statement is negative and the question tag is positive. So That is general rule. Second important rule we can derive from the statements is, if there is helping verb, we repeat the same helping verb in the question tag. If there is helping verb, we repeat the same helping verb in the question tag. Look at some other examples. He told me a story. He told me a story. Helping verb. He told me a story. What's the helping verb? Check the sentence, check the statement. There is no helping verb in visible form. He told me a story. So we see main verb there, told. Helping verb is hidden there, hidden. So question tag is, he told me a story. Didn't he? So we can derive another rule if there is no helping verb. The obligation is we need helping verb, we need auxiliary verb in question tag. So we hire, we can say, as we have studied in previous classes. If there is no helping verb, no auxiliary verb, for first form we derive do. If it's a past form, we derive did. If there is fifth form, then we use does, and we use these do forms, different do forms, derived forms or hired auxiliary verbs for question tag. He told me a story, didn't he? If I change this, he tells me a story every day. He tells me a story every day. For present, we will use for tells, for P5, for tells, we'll have to use doesn't he. So, looking at the example, it's clear that helping verbs are opt. Helping verbs are necessary while putting a question tag at the end of the statement. So let's check the helping verbs, how these are used in question tags, or how we use these helping verbs in the statements for question tags. Well, let's practice some statements with their question tags with these helping verbs. So if there is in the statement, we simply change that into isn't. If there is isn't, that is simply changed into is. For example, she is a singer. Isn't she? She isn't here. Is she? I am alright. Aren't I? So with am, we will discuss the rule a little later. Am, aren't, are, aren't, was, wasn't, and reverse wasn't will be was, would, weren't, were, do, don't, do, does, doesn't, does, did, didn't, did, have, haven't, or don't. Now controversy is there, have, haven't, or don't. So in special cases, if have used as helping verb, auxiliary verb is haven't. If these verbs have forms are used as action verb, then we use don't, doesn't, and didn't in question text. and we will discuss about these through some examples. Will, want, won't, will, would, wouldn't, wouldn't, would, shall, shan't, shan't, shall, should, shouldn't, shouldn't, should, can, can't, can't, can, could, couldn't, couldn't, could, may, mayn't, mayn't, may, might, mightn't, mightn't, might, must, mustn't. And if must is used for obligation, then the question tag for must is needn't. Ought to, oughtn't to, need, needn't, needn't, need, dare, daren't, daren't, dare, used to, usedn't or didn't. Well, another consideration while putting the appropriate question tags, we have to be careful about the negation markers put on the board. Never, nothing, nobody, none, no one, no, hardly, hardly ever, seldom, barely, scarcely, rarely, etc., etc. Now, we using the concept of helping verbs, auxiliary verbs, and these negation markers, if the statement having no auxiliary verb, action verb, we have to keep this also in our memory. Do we use for V1, did we use for V2, and the does in question tag we use for B5. Let's go through some specific rules using the concept of auxiliary verbs, these negation markers, and if we have to hire any auxiliary verb. She cut her finger. She cut her finger. Question tag is, let's use the concept we have shared here using helping verb, the concept of hiring auxiliary verb from this table, and the concept using the negation markers. Helping verb not existing there, no, neither there any negation mark, so we use this rule to put the appropriate question tag at the statement in this way. She cut her finger. Cut, past form of verb, as with she we can't use V1, so the question tag is didn't see. He has to work hard. Moving to another specific rule, has is auxiliary verb, but in the case if there is past participle, if we look at this statement, he has to work hard, there is no past participle. Let me go through another example. He has written many poems. Now, let's consider differences there. Has, to verb, has, past participle, third form. So, has is auxiliary verb, so we use the rule of auxiliary verb there. But in the first sentence, in this sentence, there is no past participle. It's a to infinitive is given there. So question tag for that is doesn't he, and for this hasn't he. So we can derive another specific rule. If have or has or had, have, has, had used as auxiliary verb, question tag is haven't, hasn't, hadn't. If have, has, had plus 2 verb structure is given there, or after have, has, had there is no third form of verb, say past participle, then we use don't for have, didn't for had, doesn't for has. Once again I repeat, if there is the structure like this, have to verb, question tag is don't. If there is has to plus verb, question tag is doesn't he. The statement is with this structure, question tag is didn't, and the subject we use according to the occurrence in a statement. Let's go through another example with have, has, had. Generally, have is used as auxiliary verb, but in many cases these are used as action verb. Look at example. She has breakfast in the morning. She has always breakfast in the morning. Has breakfast, has breakfast. So look at this. Has precedes breakfast, not past participle. She had a nice dream. After had, there is no past participle. A nice dream is given there. I have an expensive watch. I have an expensive watch. Now in these statements, have, has or had doesn't have past participle. So in this case we use the question tag following this rule. If there is no helping verb, auxiliary verb, or have, has, had used as main verb, we use question tags in this way. She has breakfast, has, doesn't plus pronoun she, question mark, had a nice dream, had, past form, didn't she, question mark, I have, don't, pronoun I, question mark. Okay, let me go through another example, a specific example with I. Question tag with I am. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. Is there helping verb? Yes. I'm not a student. I'm not a student. Is there helping verb? Yes, M. M positive, M not negative. M positive, M not negative. So in these cases, for I question tag for I am just to be consider rewind, just to be checked in the helping verbs. For I am, question tag is aren't I. Or if there is I am, if there is I am, question tag is aren't I, question mark. If there is I am, question tag is am I. This is because in higher classes, especially in competition examinations, we are asked questions like this: I am a teacher, or the question with question tag with the statement I am is given there without this option. At that time we have to be known about this. There is tendency of am not I. This is the correct question tag. But for our purpose, for our preparation of examination, aren't I is the correct question tag for I am, or this is not. And so we can derive a rule: if the question, if the statement is having I am a teacher or I am positive, question tag is aren't I, or I am not. In that case, we do not use are, instead we use am I. It's a frequently asked question in examination. Now let's move to imperative sentences. For example, go outside. Don't ask him anything. Let us go, or let's go. All are imperative sentences starting with verb, positive, negative, doesn't matter. Question tag is the same except let's go, contracted form, let us, let's. Be careful here. Go outside, question tag is will you. Don't ask him anything, imperative. Don't, negative, doesn't matter, same question tag, will you. Now here we have to be careful. If the imperative sentence with let us or let's, we have to be careful here. If the sentence statement is let us, starting with let us, question tag will you. And if the statement is starting with let's, question tag is shall we. So frequently students are confused at this. So the easier way is there. Count the characters. Let's do LETUS 1 2 3 4 5 equal to the helping verb with 1 2 3 4 plus 1 2 3 4 plus 3 7. Let's 1 2 3, and if we do not count it as character alphabet, then 4 characters are there, 5 characters are in helping verb. Let us 1 2 3 4 5 characters, 4 character helping verb used for future, 4 characters helping verb with 5 characters, 5 4 4 5, and these characters are equal 7 7. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 plus 3 7, 5 plus 2 equal to 7. Let's move to another important portion of this. The statements having these sort of negation markers are the statement positive statements or negative statements. You have to be careful about that. She never goes to school. This means she stays at home. Not given, but it's negative. We hardly go to the cinema. We hardly go to the cinema. We rarely, we barely see. Hardly ever. If these negation markers are given there, they make the statement negative. So the question tag for them is positive. These are with the negation markers put here and put here. Make the statements negative and question tag for them is positive. She never goes. No, there is no helping verb, main verb. Does and she. We hardly go. Hardly negation marker. First form of verb given there. So do not used there. And the pronoun we is used there. To be. And related to the same rule, if there are vague subjects written there, nobody, none, no one, no, nothing, and in positive somebody, someone, we go together. So somebody is coming. Now we reverse this. Nobody is coming. One important rule: if the statement having vague subjects, I said once again, I repeat, somebody, nobody, someone, no one, none, and nothing. We change pronoun for them, and these especially with no make negative, so we have to be careful at that. Somebody is coming, it's a positive. Somebody. Now we check helping verb given there. It's a positive sentence, aren't they? Nobody is coming. Nobody is coming. Helping verb is are. For nobody, pronoun is they. Question tag is are they. So once look at, check the example very well and derive the rule. Somebody is coming. In statement, if we start the sentence with somebody, nobody, someone, no one, these are the vague subjects, we use singular verb in present or past while using was. And negative, nobody, no one, none, while using them as statement we use singular verb, singular. But while putting a question tag there, we have to be very, very careful here. One, we have to be careful about the concord, subject verb agreement. And another thing we have to be careful about is a negative and it's positive. It's a negative and it's positive, and then we have to put appropriate question tag there, as these question tags are asked in board examination you are preparing for. Let's look at another example with some nothing was shed. Nothing was shed. Nothing. Negative. We have to be careful here. Helping verb given there. Helping verb we repeat. Was. And pronoun for nothing is it. Was it. Question tag. Once again I repeat. Nothing was said. Helping verb was repeated. For the subject starting with a thing, we use pronoun it. So the question tag will be was it. If the same statement is with something was said, something was said, then we have to put was helping verb was and apostrophe T and something it's and the question mark. Let's move to the rules related to contraction. Let me go through example. You'd, sees, his. Do not get concept. If we encounter the questions with these types of statements, we have to be careful in checking the auxiliary verb. You'd better speak slowly. You'd better speak slowly. Okay, let me write another example with you. You'd walk slowly. Contraction. You'd. Contraction of you. What's there? You'd. You have to check the verbs or words there. You'd walk. So would. It's an infinitive form. We have to check the verb form. Infinitive. You'd rather walk slowly. You'd rather walk slowly. You would rather. It's a would. You'd better. It's a better had. You'd better had. Sees. We cannot guess. She's going. It's a she's going. Is fourth form. Is. He's gone. Is a third form. Has gone. So when doing the question tags with contraction especially with pronoun, we have to be careful. We have to check the word coming next. So these grammar rules are well defined in the books. So this is only for focusing the trouble area while doing question tags in examination. You would walk slowly. Question tag is wouldn't you? You would better. So, hadn't you? Sees. Isn't she? He's gone. Hasn't he? Etc. etc. So contractions confuse us. So we have to be careful while solving the questions with contraction. So let me go through some questions for further practice. We practice them with the explanation of rules. While studying grammar, it's important. We have to explain the grammar point related to particular statement or particular question. Well, let's move to some questions. Insert question tags in the blanks. Insert question tags in the blanks. Very quickly. He is upset. Insert the question tag using appropriate rule. They will come soon. He RAD, a moral story. You'd better go to hospital. I'm married. Please help us. Somebody is coming. Let them watch TV. And you are reading now. You needn't stay long. I shan't be here for a couple of days. Nobody had breakfast in the morning. Don't disturb them. Let's solve them very quickly. These are the questions for your practice. These are the questions for your practice. And as you finish starting from number 1, I would like to share the answer of these questions with you with explanation with let's go through the statements and their answers. Our first question is upset, isn't he? This is easy statement. Helping verb is there. We repeat the same helping verb, an apostrophe T and he. Question next. They will come soon. Helping verb will. It's a positive statement. Not contracted. So the question tag is won't they? Question next. He RAD a moral story. Here we have to be very careful. He read a moral story. Read has all three forms the same. Read, read, read. In spoken it's read. He read a moral story. Question tag is didn't he. You'd better go to hospital. You'd better, contraction of you and had, because there is better. So the question tag is hadn't you. I'm married. I am, or it's I am positive, aren't I. Please help us. Please help us. This is help us, imperative. So question tag is will you. Somebody is coming. Somebody is coming. Somebody, vague subject, pronoun they. Helping verb is, but in according to Concord we use are there, positive statement, negative question tag. So the question tag is aren't they. Somebody is coming. Aren't they. Let them watch TV. The sentence, the statement is starting with let, verb, it's again imperative. So question tag will you. I and you are reading now. There is fragmentation of the single subject. I and you. I and you means we. Are helping verb, repeat. Helping verb are, an apostrophe T, aren't we. So these type of questions are also sometimes asked. He and she, they. Ram and Sita, they. I and you. We. You and they. You. In this way we have to put the pronoun. You needn't stay long. It's easy. Need, helping verb, not given there. Negative statement, positive question tag, need you. I shan't be late. Again, negative statement with shall not contraction. So shall I. Nobody had breakfast. So, somehow difficult question. Had, we sometimes make mistakes. Had is not used as helping verb. Nobody had breakfast. Had, no V3 is given there. No past participle is there. No been given there. So had used as main verb. So for had, did, nobody, for nobody, they. So these sort of questions confuse us. We have to be careful there. Don't disturb them. Negative, imperative. Will you? Well, I have tried to present the single item question tag in a single lesson, in a nutshell. So I would like to request the students who are preparing for upcoming board examination to use different books and try to solve challenging questions using grammar rules or generalizing grammar rules related to this grammar item question tag. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a good time. Thank you.